가자. They call this place secure? We'll see about that. That's 7.
Today, we're looking at the most difficult legend to master in all of Apex, Crypto. Crypto may seem like a two-dimensional legend, but is way more complicated than he looks. But if you are able to pull together all of Crypto's ability and use them in the best way possible, Crypto becomes a very strong legend, moving from literally F tier to high C tier or low B tier. So as you know already, to master a legend you have to understand their kit to the best of your knowledge and the best way to utilize that kit in certain situations. And starting this off, we have a different approach to today's video. Gonna give an ability overview first, then get down to the details because as I said, Crypto is a very complicated legend to use, so doing a normal guide like I did with Wraith and Bloodhound won't work. Alright, so on to the ability overview. All of Crypto's abilities, including his passive and ultimate, are linked to his tactical, his surveillance drone, which I call Dave. This drone can travel a distance of 240 meters away, and if it is shot down, there will be a 40-second cooldown, and it has 60 HP. Crypto's passive is called the Neuralink. This is what gives Crypto the ability for him and his teammates to see what the drone detects. The visual range is about 30 meters. The passive allows you and your teammate to see doors, traps, enemies, loot bins, care packages. Enemies do have noticeable marks when they are detected with a triangle around them. Also, if an enemy Crypto sees you, it will show up as drone detected, and his ultimate is the EMP. That does 50 shield damage and only shield damage to all enemies in range. This EMP blast also slows enemies and will disable all traps within range. The EMP takes 3 seconds to detonate, and it will also do damage to Crypto himself but not to his teammates. However, teammates will get the brief slowdown effect with the EMP. Crypto is also a recon legend, which means he can scan recon beacons to reveal the next ring location. Now on to the meat of this video. As I said, his passive is tied to his drone. So to use his passive you have to have your drone out. His drone is what makes him special. Without his drone, he's some random Korean genius in a death game with superhumans and a walking death trap. You want to be spending minimal amount of time in your drone. You do not want to be playing drone simulator while your team is dying, because you have to manually operate this drone, which means whatever fight your team is taking, they are down one man. Don't always try to get your drone in the perfect position. It's not always the way to go. Leaving your team to fight a 2v3 or a 1v2 isn't helping with anything. This is the biggest thing that sets apart good Crypto players from the bad ones. You need to be in the fight helping your team out, instead of playing Crypto drone cart. But there are a lot of times when you can do recon with your drone, gathering information or trying to find enemy teams to push. Just be mindful of your surroundings and don't waste time in your drone. Go be helpful to your team. The first thing you need to know about the drone is that it takes a short moment to activate. When pulling out the drone, Crypto can still move for a brief moment until he completely enters the drone and will be stationary in that position until he exits. Also, there are a lot of things that Crypto can use his drone for. One being the big banners that are around the respective maps. Crypto can use his drone and look at the banners, and it will tell you how many enemy squads are nearby, and you can ping this to give your teammate that info. This note is from Crypto himself and not where the drone is. This is something you should be constantly doing as Crypto. Pop out your drone, check the sign, ping it, and then recall your drone and dip. Second, while in his drone, he can open loot boxes, ping the loot, and note to me, you cannot pick up the loot with your drone. I know you were going to ask. He can open and close doors and open care packages with his drone. His drone can instantly ping and scan the beacons around the map. He does it faster while in his drone than out of it, so there's no need to be manually scanning the beacon yourself. Crypto's drone also has the ability to pick up dead teammates' banners from their dead boxes, and the drone is unaffected by storm damage, which means you can use the drone go into the storm area and pick up your teammates' banner without having any issue at all. You can also revive your teammates with the drone as well at respawn beacons, and this works instantly. If you are getting pushed by multiple squads as a crypto, there will be times where disengaging as a crypto will be the best thing to do. If you are able to get away, this will allow crypto a few seconds to retrieve teammates' banners. If you need to get into your drone during an engagement, your weapons will reload automatically while you're in the drone. Tips for crypto: setting up your drone in an area that enemy teams are fighting so that you can gather as much information as possible before you make a push with your team. And the final tip for crypto's drone: if you're up against Bangalore or Caustic, if you are able to set up your drone in the right spot, you can see through their gas and smoke and reveal their location. Although when supporting your team, you are okay, but what you need to get used to or start doing is to be a TTV crypto. You need to be more aggressive than a bald head wraith, an octane, or a young bloodhound. My final tips for crypto revolve solely around this EMP. 1. It is okay to level up your Evo shield by just EMP in a team if you aren't pushing them. 2. It is okay to EMP traps to destroy them, or ultimates like Horizon's black hole. Don't be afraid to EMP yourself or the building you're in, because if there is an enemy team hammering down on you and pushing you, they won't expect you to EMP yourself in low level play. In high level play, they're going to expect that shit. And the final tip for crypto's ultimate is that you should be using your ultimate aggressively. Put your character in a place outside of the range of your EMP, but also close to them. Use the EMP and set it off. That way you and your team won't be affected by the EMP blast, and you won't be far enough so that if your team starts to engage, you won't put them at a forever disadvantage because you're on the other side of the map while they're trying to pull off a 1v2 or a 2v3. You need to be learning this aggressive type of play and overall how to be aggressive with crypto. Crypto is by far one of the hardest legends to master and is normally offsetting to beginners, but with time, patience, and a lot of games, you will get the hang of crypto. So this has been Playboy Sasuke. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and until next time, have a great day.